Your Majesty's call forward, Warder Vindis.
So we have heard recommendations from Cecil that you be admitted to this order, but we would hear more counsel before taking such a permanent. Is there a knight who would attest to Vindis' chivalry upon the field?
Aye, my lord. May I have your permission to speak?
Please.
I am Alan Culross, the 56th Knight of the Middle Kingdom. I have been in a unique position in that I have spent most of the last decade trying to kill this man and failing miserably. When I became a knight, there were really two things that were very, very important. I find both of these things in Vindis. First, prowess. If you've ever seen him on the rapier field where he's dancing around, that big man can move like nobody's business. And then he has this absolutely nightmarish blow which just leaps out from his hand and hits you on the top of the head before you have any idea it was there. His prowess on the field is incredible. On the other side is service to his group and to those other members which he serves, which he has dutifully carried out as long as I have been part of the rapier practice in Minas Tirith. These two characteristics, characteristics of Vindis make him ultimately qualified to become a Master of Defense. Thank you, Your Majesty.
Thanks. The strength of any kingdom and the true mark of the peer is whether they are loved not by the great lords and ladies of station, but by those who do not hold such a high place in our society. I understand that there is a member of the populace who would speak for you.
There is, Your Majesty. I am Professor Peter Van Dorn, and I would add to the chivalric virtues that Sir Alan so ably enumerated of Vindis, specifically humility. Indeed, I can prove my point with this simple observation. The only rapier combatant here present who has any doubt whatsoever that Vindis is worthy to be a Master of Defense is Vindis.
And I understand that there is a Master of Defense who would speak for you still. Is
Your
there?
Majesty, there is.
Oh, nice.
Beg your leave to address your populace once more. My friends, I come to speak to you about my brother Vindis. Vindis and I picked up the sword within days of each other. And I have never met a truer, stronger hand on any field, in any work, in any service than Vindis. And every man and woman who comes into an order brings their own soul to their order and their own personal qualities and characteristics. And I've talked to many people about that when they ask about who we are looking at for the Order of Defense, and what we look for as individual masters. And what I see in Vindis is his joy in all things that he brings to the field, he brings to his work, and that he brings to every person he meets. And that love, service, unquestionable prowess, and joy makes him, without a doubt, my peer. Thank you for letting me speak for my brother.
Your Majesties, call forward the masters and mistresses of the Order of Defense.
Your opinion that Vindis has demonstrated the greater qualities of noblesse, courtesy, and prowess upon the field.
Yay!
Vindis, right mindful of your prowess in the art of defense and responsive to the wishes of these, your peers, we are resolved to create you master of defense. Know that to wear the collar of a master of defense is to hold the sacred trust that the obligations of peerage will demand your efforts every moment of your life. A master of defense must be honorable in all things, bearing with courage all trials and tribulations. A master of defense must love virtue above himself, being willing to sacrifice himself in its defense. A master of defense must ever be mindful of the power of his weapon, tempering its use with mercy and forbearing unwarranted violence. A master of defense must love his kingdom and his province, and must fulfill most faithfully his feudal duties to his baron and to his king. His word must be dependable beyond doubt or question. He must never flee from the face of his foes. He must be generous to all, and always and everywhere he must be the guardian of the just and the right. The laws of the society and the customs of the kingdom require that a master possess exceptional prowess, as you have demonstrated on the field. That a master be courteous, as you have shown yourself to be, and as these noble gentlemen attest. And that a master be loyal to his kingdom and to the society. Knowing these things, do you then still accept the burden of peerage? Is there a calling? Vindis, take from our hands this symbol of nobility, a token of our esteem. Wear it proudly that all may recognize your skills and service as we have acknowledged.
May I tell a quick story about this sword? Thank you. That's funny. I was lucky enough to have Vindis as my cadet. And 14 years ago, I won this sword in the Kingdom Rapier Championships. His Majesty Valhalric gave the sword to me in court. And I never wore this sword because as fencers, when we were called in court, we would leave our swords in a pile in the middle of the aisle because we had no patent order and we did not swear fealty. Now we have a patent order. And it's my pleasure to pass this on. I speak out to all the people here who have students. We all our students. You know, we love the ones who bring life to the SCA, who are amazing teachers, but Vindis, you see, Vindis was my family's swordsman, and he deserves this weapon. Thanks.
Vindis, bear your sword with skill, so disposing your heart to goodness, that you never use it to injure anyone unjustly, but always use it to defend the just and the right. And his cloak. this cloak an outward token of your new station. This we hear and shall never forget, nor fail to reward that which is given. Fealty with love, service with honor, and oath-breaking with vengeance.
Proclaim throughout the noble, ancient, victorious, and brave kingdom of the Middle, all gentles and nobles know that we present, that we, Cameron and King, by right of arms of the Middle Kingdom, and Amelie, our queen, in consideration of his courtesy, skill, and honor, both on and off the field, are mindful to recognize our subject, Vindis Sigtrygson, as a master of defense of the society.
The newest Master of Defense of the Middle Kingdom, Vindis Sigtrygson.
Hoorah! Drago!
Take the master's cloak with you. Vindis, which monastery did you do that from?